Daytona Beach, Florida is home to Hankster's Hot Rods, Muscle Car, and Collector Car Showroom. Where we own all of our vehicles, we are not a consignment dealership. If you are watching today's presentation on YouTube, please be sure to check out our website, which is hanksters.com. There is where you can find all of our most current inventory. Our YouTube videos, we never take down. We leave them up at all times between our two stores. Whether they were shot 4 days ago or 4 years ago, our subscribers enjoy watching our content. So we leave them up, but we take vehicles that are paid in full down off of our website, letting you know they're no longer available for sale. HankstersGarage.com. It's where you can find automotive parts and accessories that we sell and ship all over the United States. And guess what? We install them too. So if you buy a car from us, you're interested in air, you're interested in different wheels and tires, you're interested in four-wheel disc brakes, power steering, digital dash upgrades, we can handle all that for your vehicle prior to the car, truck, SUV ever shipping. And it will arrive to you turnkey just the way you want it. HankstersGarage.com. First gen Camaros. They are so hot right now. We've been doing this a long time, and this is the hottest we've ever seen first gen Camaros. Everybody wants a 6, 7, 8, or 9. Today we have a 1968 and a real stellar car for you, so let's check it out. You're looking underneath the hood at a lot of chrome, right? So let's start by telling you it is a 350. It's definitely a built 350. I don't have any of the specifications on the motor, history of the build, horsepower, anything like that. However, you see those standing tall performance Chevrolet red bow tie valve covers. The big thing over in the corner there on the driver's side is your power brake booster. It does have not only 2-wheel power brakes, 4-wheel disc brakes power. Down there is your power steering reservoir. So the car does have power steering. But what is that above the power steering reservoir? That is the AC compressor, because we are dealing with vintage air. So, built 350, power steering, power brakes, AC compressor, MSD ignition, high performance radiator, cool stuff. Let's check it out more. Drop top, 1968 Camaro Convertible. Peekaboo headlights, those do function. We will show you that here later on in the video presentation. Paint on the car is really nice. Paint on the hood, tops of the fenders. Not only is the paint uniform, no clear coat fade, no blistering, cracking, fading, spots where the surface wasn't prepped properly, none of that. You do have a little tiny brush touch here in the passenger side front nose piece, but overall the paint quality on the car from the top of the fenders and the hood's in nice shape. Told you it does have peekaboo headlights. They do work. Chrome on the front bumper is fantastic. It looks like a newer front bumper for sure. Car sits pretty low up front there because it has low profile tires and wheels on it. So we will check those out throughout the presentation. Aftermarket wheels. You can see your disc brakes in there through the wheel. Take a good look at the driver's side front fender while you're down there looking at the wheels. You can see no blistering, cracking, anything behind the front tire there. You got a aluminum molding down at the bottom. The runs along the length of the rocker. Hopefully you can see the paint up top here on the fender, real nice as well. Chrome wiper arms, glass clarity on the front windshield, nice and clear, and no chips, no cracks. Let's take a step back from the car, check out the driver's door. Door fitment is good. You can see your gaps are uniform from top to bottom there on the driver door to the front fender, and of course to the rear quarter. You do have a body line there at the bottom that starts out on the quarter, goes to the driver's door and on the front fender. That all lines up nicely. Dual chrome mirrors, one on the driver door, one on the passenger door. We do have the top down. The top is black, by the way. Two things about the top. Number one, it looks to be brand new. There's no rips, no tears, no discolorations, nothing coming apart. Number two, the rear window is glass, so you need to unzip the glass prior to putting down the convertible top. Now, the convertible top is manual, so you need to manually unzip the glass and manually put down the top. Obviously, with the top down, you can see into the car pretty good, right? So let's get started. You got the wood grain steering wheel that looks to be brand new. Look at that. 4-speed, center console 4-speed car with your gauges in the center console. So you have your battery voltage, temp, fuel, and then your oil pressure in the center console. White vinyl, both front and back. Obviously you have your bow tie emblem in the back of the seat, both in the rear seats and in the front seats. We'll open up the door, even though you can clearly see in the car. We will open up the door, and when I do so, you can see the door panel's in good shape, grab bar's in good condition. The white interior is not heavily discolored. It has a nice tone to it. You can see, look at those courtesy lights illuminate. They really light up the floor when you open up the driver door there. Aftermarket steering column is tilt wheel. I'll put forward the seat, if I can get the seat forward. Seat's good there. Floor mat, carpeting, everything's brand new. Those aren't the chintzy seat belts in the back seat. Those are nice OEM seat belts. I do have front seat belts too that are right now nestled in the center console there where they belong when they're not in use. I'll take the Camaro floor mat out of the driver's side. That nice courtesy light down there definitely illuminates the floor, so you can see that the carpeting's not discolored, ripped up, torn up. Do have a retro radio in the center, upgraded gauge package with a tic-toc tack. Really nice car, both inside and out. It's a pretty nice Camaro for sale. Check out, not only in this video presentation, but also in the still photos, the wheels are real nice on the car. Look at disc brakes in the rear. No blisters, cracks behind the rear wheel well there, nor in front of the wheel. Body lines on the car, nice and straight. Deck lid does have a rear spoiler on it. Spoiler's in good shape. Deck lid closes flush to the rear quarters. Chrome around your brake lights and reverse lights is in good condition. Your rear bumper's in nice shape. Same as the front bumper. Chrome quality, both front and rear bumper are real nice. How about we pop the trunk, take a look in there. Carpeted. The carpet is not stuck to the trunk, but it is it fits real nicely. So I'll try to pull back a portion of it here without it tearing up our so there's your trunk. It's nice. It's a nice car. No jack, no spare, so we didn't take it out of there. That's exactly how we got the car from a trunk standpoint. So you know, if you want a jack or a spare, you're going to have to purchase one and put them in there. Passenger side, just as nice as the driver's side. Rear quarters nice and straight. Passenger side doors just as straight as the driver's was. Front fender, everything lines up nicely. Low profile tires on the car. We'll get a good shot there behind the rear wheel, in front of the rear wheel. You know, both of them real low there on your, you know, we try to show you the lower portions of these classic cars because that's usually what, you know, maybe other people that have cars for sale won't necessarily disclose to you. You know, we try to represent each vehicle as honestly and as accurately as we possibly can. That's why we try to get close-up photos. We try to get close-up video, you know, to show you exactly what's going on with the car you're looking to purchase. Again, we'll pop open the passenger side door just as we did the driver's side, just to show you the quality and condition of the door panel. You got your blue carpeting down low. The door panel itself's not cracked. Pull handle's good. Camaro logo. Crank windows. Real nice floor mats. High-end floor mats. Got the embroidered Camaro in there. Of course, your Camaro seats. Check out that You know, the cushion's real nice on them. They're not soft. You know, you don't sit in there and your ass goes to the floor because there's no cushion in the seats. Real nice job on the interior of this car. The quality, you know, look at, I mean, even look at the seat backs in the back, how they bubble out, you know, telling you that that material behind there is, you know, good and firm. Not that many people sit in back seats of Camaros because there's not really much room back there. Maybe a small child or a small woman, but not too many guys my size crawling back there. Door fitment on the passenger side, again, your body lines are good. To the front fender, to the rear quarter. Real deep dark blue on the car, really nice paint job. The only thing I've seen in the paint so far that I needed to point out was that little spot up front, but real nice. Passenger side front fenders, same as the driver's side. Quality of the paint is good, both high and low. Again, I don't see any spider webs, fish eyes, cracking, bubbles, improper surface prep. Sweet ride. That's a 1968 Chevrolet Camaro convertible. Center console, 4-speed, power steering, power brakes, AC, 4-wheel disc brakes. I'm going to show you the undercarriage. You're going to be astounded at that as well. And then we're going to take a short little test drive. I invite you guys and encourage you, guys and gals, to come in person to our Daytona facility to look at any vehicle that you might be interested in. I made the statement just a couple moments ago that we try to represent each one of our vehicles as honestly and as accurately as possible. You know why? Because we're an internet-based business. We try to take 80 to 100 photos of every vehicle we have in our showroom. Not only regular photos, but high-definition photos. So that if you click on that little photo, you can blow it up real big on our website and take a real close look at it. We do these video presentations, which, by the way, take a good amount of time because there's about 20 minutes to go. There's about 20 minutes into recording one of these videos, and then there's a whole nother hour to 90 minutes behind the scenes, looping all these clips together and you know, putting it all and rendering it all into one video. So there's a lot of work that goes into these photo and video shoots. But we do that because we do the majority of our business sight unseen. However, whether it's this Camaro or the 70 Chevelle we shot earlier or any vehicle in our showroom, they're old cars. They're not perfect. This Camaro may look like $1 million, and it's a very nice car. But, you know, it's going to be good money. And, you know, it may be your dream car, and you may be a lot more particular than I am when it comes to, you know, addressing a classic car and going over a classic car. So, if you come to our Daytona Beach showroom, you can pull the car outside, look at the paint real good in the sunshine. We'll put it on the rack for you like we're going to do here in just a couple minutes. We'll let you drive it. You can see how the drivetrain performs, motor, transmission, how the brakes feel, how the steering feels. We do it daily here at our Daytona Beach showroom. A lot of people come in, look at our cars, test drive our cars, make appointments. You know, so we do wait on a lot of customers here in our Daytona Beach facility. However, the majority of our transactions are conducted over the phone, text message, email, bank wires. You know, there's so many people. There's people I sold 2 and 3 cars to that to this day I've never met face to face. So, again, I do encourage you guys to come in person though. That way, when the car shows up, wherever you might be in the United States or in the world, you're not just taking our word for it because you were here yourself and you looked the car over real good and you gave it the green light. Let's take it outside, pull it around the building, check out which one of the 2 racks out back is open. We'll show you the undercarriage of the 68 real fast, and then we'll do a short little test drive. Underneath our 1968 Chevy Camaro convertible, we have the bottom of the motor there. You can see oil pans nice and dry. Side of the blocks freshly painted, oil pans freshly painted. That usually is a pretty good indication that the motor's been rebuilt recently. You got a high performance starter, mini starter. You got disc brakes up front. Got a set of dual headers. Just going to dump into a dual exhaust. Scatter shield over the flywheel. Cross member supporting up the transmission looks to be good. The welds on your exhaust pipes are good. Nice welds. Frame rails on the car look good, both sides, driver and passenger. So to add for rigidity of the convertible, you know, because when you have a convertible, they have a tendency to flex, right? This contraption here that goes from driver's side frame rail, passenger side frame rail, goes onto the rear frame rails. There's a support structure here that runs across the floor pans, encompasses, well, I guess, yeah, it does encompass the drive shaft. You can see here that there's a support mechanism here, runs the entire length of the drive shaft. So real cool. Somebody spent a lot of money on this undercarriage here. Very, very cool. Floor pans are one solid piece all the way back. Hopefully you can see there. I know you have the exhaust pipes and then your support structure, frame rails, but floor pans are one solid piece all the way back, both driver and passenger. Very cool stuff. Your mufflers there, immediately after the mufflers, you have your turn downs. Four-wheel disc brakes. So you got disc brakes in the front, disc brakes in the rear. Check out that gas tank. You can see yourself in it. It's like a mirror, polished gas tank. Forward 9-inch rear. Shocks. The shocks, springs, everything looks real good. All looks well, I'm not going to use the word brand new, but definitely newer. Again, up here in your area where your rear end pumpkin is going to sit when the car's on the ground, going from the back seat, transitioning to the trunk area, that's all in real nice shape. Does have, low profile tires on it, not dry rotted in between the treads. Does have some life left on them. Not much, but some life left on them nonetheless. They're low profile tires, so it doesn't take as long to get to the wear bars as it does on a regular like BFG or on a regular like Cooper or something like that. Really super nice car underneath. We're going to set it down on the ground and we're going to take it on a test drive, but before we do that, let's talk about payment options. If you're a cash buyer, we accept cashier's check from your bank and then bank wire transfer. Bank wire transfer is usually the most common form of payment because it puts the funds there the same day, and then we can start preparing your vehicle for shipment that much sooner. If you're financing, the collector car lenders we work with will do 5 to 10-year loans on our cars. 10% down of the purchase price, and then the remaining balance over that 5 to 10-year period, whatever it is you're approved for. You can put more down if you'd like to, but they're going to require a minimum of 10%. No prepayment penalty on the loans. So if you do get approved for like an 8-year loan on this car and you want to pay it off in 2, they aren't going to penalize you for doing that. So you can own a nice sports car, a nice muscle car without any repercussions from the bank or penalizing you for paying it off early. Once the vehicle is funded in full, it goes through a pre-delivery inspection process. This process is completed in the order that the vehicles are funded. So there might be 2 in front of yours that week, there might be 6 in front of yours that week, just depends how many sell. Once the vehicle is funded, again, it goes through that process. We check the lug nut torque, tire pressure, check the wipers, make sure they're working, reverse lights, tail lights. They're old cars. Anything can stop working at any given time. So we give it one last shakedown prior to it leaving here and green light it so that we know it's standing tall when it's on its way to you, wherever you might be in the United States or in the world. Once the guys do give us the green light, we call a carrier for pickup. We can generally have a carrier here within 24 to 48 hours. Sometimes it's a little longer, just depends on where you're located and what the driver's patterns are, if they're coming, heading south, heading north, heading west. But I promise you we work quickly. Once the vehicle's funded, we do detail, pre-delivery inspection, dispatch your truck, and then get it picked up, send you photos of it, and it's on the way. The whole process works a lot faster than you probably think it does. Time for the fun part. Let's sit the 68 Camaro down on the ground, take it on a test drive, and show you guys how the car runs out. Inside our 68 Chevy Camaro, look at those clouds up there. This is our 4th test drive of the day. We are doing all our outdoor stuff. See our sign strap there? We are preparing for the hurricane that's heading this way. So it's supposed to rain for the next 3 days straight. So we are cramming in the outdoor work today. Horn. Turn signals, driver's side. Passenger side. The tick-tock-tack works. The clock is ticking and the tack is tacking. Battery, temp, fuel, oil, all work. Your 4-speed shift pattern, her shifter. Shift pattern's also on the knob. Got ice cold vintage air. Nice and cold. We aren't going to run it because we're doing the top test drive with the top down. Tilt wheel. So listen, I'm 5'11", weight not going to get disclosed. If you missed a couple ab workouts or you are 6'4", we're going to have to move the seat back for you. We can easily do it. It's not a problem. It's about an hour's worth of work. But you can see the seat. Somebody bought a big steering wheel for this car, so the seat's really close to the steering wheel. We showed you the headlights in the showroom. The radio does work. However, there's no antenna on the car. So it comes on, the speakers do work, but you need a Bluetooth or an auxiliary device. It has both in order to hear some tunes. We're at idle, we're not stalling out, we're not overheating, we're not spitting, sputtering. 702 miles is on the odometer. Mileage reads exempt, true mileage unknown. I do not know the true mileage. That might have been since this car was put together. It might have been since the dash cluster was put in. I don't know. But beautiful car, tops down. We showed you pictures of the top up in the showroom. Fantastic car. Let's take it out on a drive and see how it runs. Well, okay. Inside our Camaro, speedometer's working. It's accurate. It's not bouncing around all that much. I can pick up the pace a little bit here. Let go of the wheel, the car tracks nice and straight. Nice tight steering on the car. Not popping out of gear, shifter's not shaking. I'm going to shift to 4th. Look at that, track. Awesome. Great car. Drop top, fun. Take it up here and bang it through a couple gears. By the way, temp, good. We're not even up to halfway yet, which is awesome. Car, that tells you the car's cooling just like it should be. I showed you those 4-wheel disc brakes. We're going to find out how they work here. Look at that. Car stops perfectly straight, just like it should. Gonna have a green light. Make sure there's no law enforcement behind me. I'm gonna shut it down there. That's about 65 coming down. No hands on the wheel. Car's tracking nice and straight. Temp's good. Shifter's not popping out of gear. There is no engine vibration. There's no tranny vibration. There's no vibration in the steering wheel. This engine does, to me, feel like it has a little bit of a cam in it. Kind of when you're sitting at a traffic light, you know, it's got a little bit of a loop to it, you know, like a womp, 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 womp. Judging by the fact that the car's got a scatter shield on it, and it has good pickup, and you know, it has some frame supports. It's probably a higher horsepower motor, you know, so again, we didn't build the motor. I don't have any documentation on the motor, so I can't tell you one way or the other, but I'm just giving you my opinion of what I feel driving the car, you know, sitting at idle, and you know, how the car performs. Really nice car. First gen Camaros go quickly, and this is a high quality one. 386-944-9219 is our contact phone here in Daytona Beach. By the way, check out at a stoplight here. We're idling nicely, not stalling out. One more time, 386-944-9219 is our contact phone here in Daytona Beach. Hanksters.com is our website. It's where you can see all the photos of the 68 Camaro today, along with this video presentation we're doing for you right now. At full retail price, this car includes shipping in the lower 48 United States on an enclosed carrier. It also includes a powertrain warranty, good on the engine, the transmission, and the rear end. It is not good on tires, brakes, starters, alternators, batteries, oil leaks. All that stuff is on you. It is good, however, on the major mechanical breakdowns, internal components of the drivetrain. Is the price of this first gen 68 Camaro negotiable? It most certainly is. However, we negotiate the price of the car. That warranty we talked about comes off. Warranty's good at full retail price only. Also, the shipping comes off at a negotiated price. We can help you facilitate the shipping. We'll put you in touch with a broker that can get the car shipped for you. However, you will work with the broker on the shipping directly, and you will pay the driver on delivery with cash or a check. They do not accept credit cards. Maybe you already have a couple first-gen Camaros and you have your own trailer. Whether it's open or enclosed, you want to come trailer the car home. You can do that. No problem at all. We have had people do that many times. And maybe you're local to us here in the Sunshine State and you want to drop the top and drive it home or turn on that vintage AC. You can do that as well. Orlando, Melbourne, Jacksonville, St. Augustine. You can drive this 68 Camaro home. We also export these cars. If you're watching us from afar, France, Switzerland, Sweden, Australia, New Zealand, Germany, we can get that whole process done for you from start to finish as well if you don't have your own exporter. Hanksters Hot Rods is located in Daytona Beach, and our website is hanksters.com. We would love to earn your business and have you as a customer, so please check us out. We will generate a lot of activity on the 68 Camaro convertible, and if you don't act quickly, odds are it will be gone before you get the opportunity to buy it for yourself. Hanksters.com, check us out.